Good morning and welcome to this week's Wednesday with Worbis. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our RAVE app that we started. We talked about it before school started, and then we officially started September 1. And just a reminder, all employees should have the RAVE button, or it's called the panic button, installed on your phone, where you can just push it and it pops up, you slide it, and then it has the choices that you may need: active assailant, fire, medical, police, and other, which is 911. Just a reminder, when you do have to push that, you have to hold it down. It takes a little bit of time for it to actually activate, so it can't be accidentally just tapped. And then also, if you ever have to use one of the apps, you still call 911 once you've activated it. But just to keep you informed, what we're going to be doing over the next few days is we're going to go to each site. Our campus police they're going to go to every site and they're going to test at each site. And the reason we're doing that is we want to make sure that everybody's phone is working and getting the right notifications. Because if you recall, each site has a geofence, and around certain people can activate within that geofence. So we're going to start that today, Wednesday, at about 9 or 9:30, and we're going to start here at the Board of Education, at the administration building. So there are certain people that when we activate ours here, everyone here in our building should get the notification. And then there's a list of people that get the notification no matter where it is in the district, because you possibly could be at any site. Those are the nurses, any admin, resource officers, the central office staff, bus drivers, grounds and maintenance, and the technology staff. Those are people that possibly could be at any site, and they would need to be notified. So we're going to send out a list that shows the dates and times of when we're going to test at each one of the sites, and you need to make sure that you're getting a notification from every site. You may get a notification from 4 of the sites and not the other 3. You need to let us know that so we can see what's wrong with your app. Also, there's some employees that travel to multiple sites, but not necessarily all the sites. So maybe the band instructors, they are at intermediate, junior high, and high school. So they will get notifications from those 3 sites, but not necessarily all of the sites. So depending on where you go, as we go through this process the next few days, make sure that you're getting notifications from all the sites that you're supposed to get that from. And if not, you're going to contact Mr. Martin's office and let them know, and they're going to try to fix that. We may have to do another test later on to make sure that we're all working, but we just want to, this is a great app to have if it works correctly. So we want to make sure that we have it working correctly. So our first test is going to be today between 9 and 9:30. We're going to do it here at the Board of Education. And so if you're on the geofence that gets all of the notifications, you should get a notification tomorrow about 9 or 9:30. Then the next one on the list will be Altus Intermediate School. We're going to be doing it at 10 o'clock. And then the rest of the list will come out, and then you will know. So again, this app is only as good as we make it. So we want to make sure that everyone's app is working correctly and we know exactly how to use it. Hopefully we never have to use it. We want it to be available. Also, I want to congratulate our high school softball team. They're having a great year. They're 8-1 in district play, which is very exciting. And then tomorrow night is senior night. So if you hadn't had a chance to watch one of their games, be sure and come out Thursday night. Varsity plays at 5, JV at 7, and then senior night celebration will be following that. They're thinking maybe about 7:30, but it depends on how the games go. But great season they're having. We're having great seasons all across the board. But I wanted to give a shout out to softball for being 8-1 in district play. Also, this Friday night is our next home football game. So hopefully everyone can come out and celebrate the Bulldogs as we take on Midwest City. It is Little Bulldog Night, so our Little Bulldog football teams are going to be recognized at some point at that football game. So we want everyone to come out. Also, it's Bulldog Friday, so be sure and dress up in your blue and white. And I'm going to make it to a couple of sites, hopefully Friday, to celebrate the Bulldogs and their accomplishments. Also, I'd like to ask, if you are a teacher and you teach fourth grade on up, would you just reinforce to your students how important it is that their behavior is very good at the football game? We had a little bit of issues at the last home football game. It's not Bulldog behavior, so we are expecting them to act better. So fourth grade on up, teachers, if you could help us out and just remind those students they need to stay seated, watching the game. If they need to go to the restroom, they need to go to the restroom, go back and sit down, go to the concession stand, go back and sit down. We want it to be a nice, great night to celebrate the Bulldogs, and if we could have your help just reminding the students that how Bulldogs behave at the football game. Very exciting times, lots of stuff going on, and as always, may God continue to bless Altus Public Schools.